I can say maybe this is for marketing promotions. So I give it a label. And I will go ahead and create a label. Now, once I've created the label, it will ask, of course, if there are other labels that are under below it, but I'll say for now there's no label. And I don't want to nest. If you nest, it means that you can, for example, when there is marketing, you can create other labels under it, like maybe Google marketing or so and so. And so I'll just hit create. And if you go down here, you can see labels. There is promotion marketing. Now, if I want to add other emails in this label, I'll just click on the label. I'll click on the email. I'll select on the email. I'll go ahead and maybe select this one, this one, this one, this one. And I just say, I want to move it to promotion marketing. I don't know if there's anyone with a question before I continue. So quietness means you have understood or you have not understood anything.
We have understood.
Oh, powerful. Okay. And so email management is very critical. And so there are some tools. Let's say you have a client who says, I want you to be communicating to maybe my logistics team to make sure that everything is in order. And it's part of email marketing. So you will be doing things like drafting the emails and just sending them. If it reaches a point where the client really trusts you and says you are able to send them. And so when sending the emails, I think I will share a video on communication kidogo. When sharing the emails, you want to make sure that, first of all, the grammar is correct. For example, if I come here and I want to send an email to my other email, and I say, I just want to say, maybe I put subject as hello. If you just say hello, the subject that you put should be catchy and should be short enough to be able to convey the message. I mean, your target was? If I want to talk about, let's say I want to talk to, to ask a client about cancelled, to follow up on cancelled appointment, I'll just say, I put a very short subject by saying cancelled, I'm a follow up on cancelled appointment. And then you want to go down, you salute and you write email as maybe, as I'll say, the way you feel like it should be like. But to make sure, there's a technique that I have learned recently, and that is kind of giving an introduction. You want to say, hello, Mr. So-and-so, hello, so-and-so. I would love to discuss with you about maybe the cancelled appointment. Let me know if you have a few minutes so that we can discuss about it. And then that is kind of just telling the person, if you have time for this, you can continue reading. If you don't have time, you can just type maybe there, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Thank you. That's one thing that we'll be doing as virtual assistants. And there are several tools that you can use to make sure that your grammar is correct. You can use what we call Grammarly. There are a few free plans that you can use, and I think it's enough for you, unless if you want to upgrade it. So Grammarly will help you know the spelling mistakes and help you correct those spelling mistakes. Because, for example, if I'm writing a serious email about marketing and it has grammatical mistakes, it might cost my client maybe a deal. They might not close a deal because this is the same way you know how scammers, their English is not the best. So you want to make sure that you write with the best English. Another thing on email, there's something called email signature. So email signature, have you ever received an email from a company and they tell you that, every time you receive an email, they say, maybe, let me see if I've never opened this. Yeah, like this ABSA. You see from here, you will see that ABSA is regulated by Central Bank of Kenya, blah, blah, blah. This is an email signature. Yeah. This is an email signature. It's just kind of like more of branding. I mean, you're branding yourself or you're branding the client. Of course, when you're writing on the behalf of the client, you cannot write your own signature. You have to use the client's signature. And so how you come up with these signatures, you click here on insert signature. I'll just use this method. And then you say manage signatures. So your review should load. Okay. No, thanks. Okay, if there are no signatures, you can go to settings. Oh, it's here. So you can use this one. Sometimes, I don't know if Nelson shared or if he hasn't shared, there's something called Canva. You can use it to draft an image of the signature that you want. Or maybe if you feel like you are a guru at using text, you can just use it. For example, here I want to create, create a draft, a signature, and I'll just say yours truly. And yours truly, Emmanuel Pikwoba. That's the big man there. And so you can decide to bold it, or you can decide to just leave it like that. You make sure that you have maybe contact. For example, you can put the phone number. And then you can put a link if you have a link. Maybe you can say, let's connect on LinkedIn. And then here on let's connect on LinkedIn, you can decide to insert a link. I'll just grab it here very first. LinkedIn. So I'll just grab it here and paste, and then I'll say apply. And so if someone clicks on this link, it will lead them to the LinkedIn. And so you can decide to put, maybe you want to send your contacts only, among others. And so this email signature is very, very important, especially if you are working in a busy environment and maybe you want to connect. For example, who can tell us the purpose of the signature that I've just created? Any idea? Anyone who can share I'll just put let's connect on LinkedIn. Anyone who can share maybe the purpose of this, the signature that I've just created right now.
I think it sounds like a trademark on how they can get in touch with you.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lawrence. For sure. For this case, this email signature is here to say, hey, if you want to connect on LinkedIn, I'm here. Or if you want to call me, I'm here. There are some email signatures that are there maybe so that people can sign up for a newsletter or just do other things. According to what your client will want, you might be asked to come up with such things. So I'll just click on Save Changes. Okay. And now if I go ahead and I want to create an email and I say, I want to, oh, sorry. Just a second. Okay, now if I'm creating an email, I can be able to easily add my email signature whenever needed. Let me just load it again. And so that's how you create an email signature. So next time when we meet, we are going to discuss about, we'll just do an introduction to we'll just do a simple introduction to Google Drive, how we can use Google Drive in our day-to-day activities. We'll mainly dive deep into Google Sheets, especially now that Nelson already introduced us to Google Forms. We'll learn how we receive those responses and then how we can really get to apply them. Just a minute. I think that's all for today. I know most of you want to see the signature app. I think there's a setting that I forgot to add. Let me just add it right away and then you should be able to see it. Signature name. Okay. I'll go ahead and just put that on default. Info changes. Yes, please. I just want you to be told. Just a second. Let me load it up. Just are you far away from home? For some reason, my network is really slow. But under normal circumstances, the network should be able to, it should be able to load here automatically once you have once you have finished creating the signature. Yeah, thank you so much for joining today, and I'll hand it over to Nelson again.